So guys, welcome back to another video. It's just gone past 6 PM and EA have released the first flashback item of FIFA 20, and it is indeed former Arsenal man Theo Walcott, who's been given an 85 rated right wing flashback card. And this card looks alright. It doesn't look like anything amazing, to be honest, with just 81 shooting and 80 passing. But with this guy having 96 pace and 88 dribbling, I am interested in trying this card out. Now, I've had a quick look at the SBCs, and I've got to be honest, for an 85 rated card, this doesn't look cheap. It actually looks like a really expensive SBC, and the packs you get back for it aren't amazing. So, yeah, I feel like this SBC is going to be a bit costly, but nonetheless, I am actually going to do it because I'm stupid like that. In this video, we're going to complete the SBCs, we're going to open the packs, then we're going to try the player out to see if he is worth his cost. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, you know what to do. Drop a like rating on the video, and in the comment section down below, let me know your thoughts on this Theo Walcott card. Also, let me know your thoughts on the SBC as a whole as well. Anyway, let's get into the SBC, shall we, and hopefully not spend too many coins. So we're going to complete the England SBC first, and this is the squad I'm going to be using for it. You need 2 English players and a squad which has an overall rating of 85, which is pretty mad at this stage of the game. The overall cost of this squad is around 85k, so it's definitely not too cheap. Nonetheless, that's the squad I'm going to submit, so there we go, it's done. For the top Form SBC, this is going to be the team we're going to be submitting. Fortunately for me, I've got these 84s as untradables, so I'm happy to submit them, and the rest of the team is actually relatively rather cheap, so very happy to submit that. And we actually get a decent pack for completing that one too. We get a small gold players pack, which is not too bad. I believe that's like one of them half 50k packs, so that should be okay. The final SBC we've got to do is the past and present squad. So for the final squad, this is the team we will be submitting. It's a Chinese Super League and Premier League mix, which also features a Tadic left back to get the rating up. Anyway, that is the squad's complete. Yeah, let's get ourselves a flashback card. They are now all done, and Theo Walcott is going to come into the club. I'm actually quite excited to see what this card is like in game. That card design, by the way, is absolutely fantastic. It looks great. Anyway, before we move on to the review portion of the video, we do indeed have 3 packs to open, so let's get into these and hopefully get ourselves some coins back. In pack number 1, we get ourselves absolutely nothing, so we will just skip that one. Hopefully the other 2 packs are going to be decent, because they're actually not terrible packs. I don't think anything in that sells, so we'll get rid of that swiftly. Rare Electrum Plays pack, 12 rares in this, so I'm hoping to get a decent gold player in this. Are we going to get a walkout? We're going to get boards. We're not going to get a walkout, but we are going all the way down the tunnel. It's going to be a Spaniard. It's going to be a striker. It's going to be Morata? Costa? One of the 2? It's going to be Morata. Okay, 83 rated. Not worth much, sadly, which is a shame. Any low rated players in there worth anything? Absolutely not, by the looks of things. Let's get rid of that. So, one more pack to go. Can we claw back some of the 100+ that we've put into this Walcott? Come on here. Come on, something decent. Decent flair. Walkout! Fantastic news! I think it's going to be an inform walkout. It's going to be Dutch, centre-back, Ajax. It's going to be Daily Blind. 85 rated, so yeah, good for SBCs, good for future SBCs. Is there anything else in the pack? Hopefully. Come on. No, there isn't. So we haven't made much of the 100+ that we put into this Walcott back, but yeah, not terrible packs, could have been worse. Okay, so now let's get into the review portion of the video. As you can see, we've got Walcott in the squad now. He's looking pretty freaking nice. I really do like that card design. In-game stats wise, how is this item looking? Well, as you can imagine, the pace column is pretty much perfect. Like, you really can't get too much better in that section. In the shooting section, we can see he's got 84 attack positioning, 82 finishing, and 85 shot power, and on top of that, he's got 83 composure. So for a wide man, his shooting stats are actually really good. He's also got 86 curve, which will obviously help with his finesse shots. Passing wise, decent crossing stat of 82, not bad short passing of 81 either, but his long passing isn't too great. That is a pretty average stat of 69. Dribbling wise, decent agility of 89, good ball control of 86, and really nice in-game dribbling of 90. In-game on the ball, this guy should feel pretty freaking good, especially at this stage of the game. Physically, not the best strength of 64 and pretty average stamina of 76. So if you do pace abuse with this guy a lot, he actually could tire out fairly quickly. Well, on paper anyway. Anyway, we've had a look at the stats. We've had a look at the card. Let's get into some games and let's see how this Walcott performs in actual matches. Okay, so for the debut of our Theo Walcott, this is what we are facing. It's a nice little Bundesliga, La Liga hybrid, which features Inform Thuram and also Gnabry and Inaki Williams. So he's got a couple of OP players in his starting lineup. Theo Walcott, will he get on the end of this? Junior Fairplay is holding him off, but Theo Walcott has won that war. He's going to try and get inside. He's going to take off the shot, and wow, that's a really nice finish. I thought that shot was going to go wide, but on debut, Theo Walcott scored in the opening 5 minutes, and it's a really nice finish too. I really thought that shot was going to get dragged wide, but no. Side netting, far side, great finish. Pepe tries to put the ball through for Walcott, does get on the end of it, but gets absolutely bodied by Hermoso. Going to try and get it to Walcott. Aubameyang with a nice pass out wide. Not really too many options in the box, but Walcott's done well to get around his man. Left-footed cross inside, and Doucouré's shot was straight at the keeper, but Walcott actually did really well there. Oh, Walcott showing some really good strength there. Oh, really nice bit of dribbling. Walcott, we're going to go for a finesse, and it's not going to go well for us. Showed some really nice dribbling there in that build-up. Nice bit of play here, and now we do indeed have a chance to counter. Aubameyang gets it through to Walcott. Walcott's going to try and get around his man, but surely that's a foul. Walcott from outside the box. Oh, it's not a bad effort. Don't know if that was off the bar or off the keeper made the save. Maybe a mixture of both. Just trying to open up some space now. Theo Walcott tries to get around his man. Somehow still has possession. Walcott still in the box, going with possession. The cross eventually comes in, but Galaxy collects. Here's Ndombele. Gets it to Aubameyang. Who links up with Walcott. Aubameyang with a chance. Oh, good save from Galaxy. Here's Walcott playing centrally. Can he? Oh, great bit of play from Walcott with the finesse. Oh, that's a really nice goal from Theo. He's done so well to keep all the possession, and then he's whipped in a beautiful finesse into the far side of the corner where the keeper just can't get to it. And Ndombele links up with Aubameyang and Walcott. Walcott's going to try and get through a gap. Links. Oh, what? So I was through on goal and I've just lost connection. So, yeah, that's good. So the game's gone down as a draw. No one gets to win. Yeah, that's not good to see, is it? Anyway, so we got through most of the game, which is obviously good. Theo Walcott got himself 2 goals in this match, and overall he was pretty effective when I got him on the ball. My issue with him in that game was I couldn't get him involved enough. Like, his positioning wasn't always that great, which was a bit frustrating. But when this guy is on the ball, he's very fun to use and he's very effective. Anyway, let's get into another match and hopefully complete the full 90 minutes. In our next game, we face a very strong-looking Bundesliga side, which features Kai Havertz, Serge Gnabry, Timo Werner, and Lucas Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez, by the way, if you haven't used him in this year's FIFA, is one of the best centre-backs in the game. Like, he is fantastic. I used him in the past weekend league. He's class. If you haven't used him yet, please do try him out. Here is Theo Walcott on the wing. That's where we want him. See if we can get him breaking with his pace. Can he get to this ball ahead of Jonathan Tah? Jonathan Tah is very strong and holds him off for the most part. Here we go. Here's Doucouré. He fans Theo Walcott, goes for the strike and it's straight down the middle, but still forces a save out of Pavlenka. Lloris hammers the ball up the field, and you know what? Theo Walcott's going to get on the end of this because he's absolutely rapid. Puts the ball inside, but oh, the pass was poor. The pass was poor. Son puts the ball through. Can Walcott get on the end of this? Of course he can. How's the shot? It's not bad. It's hit the post, but Aubameyang has picked up the pieces, and we've taken a 1-0 lead with a very quick counter-attack. Here is Ndombele. Goes wide to Walcott. What we're going to do here, we're going to try and get our way inside. Ping the ball across the box. Pepe's got a chance, but the shot is blocked. Here's an opportunity. Walcott through a gap. Can he beat the final man? Can he beat the keeper? Yes, he can, and that's a really nice finish, and that's 2-0, and that could very well be game over. That's a really nice goal scored from the winger. Walcott, still going, showing really good balance. Still going. Let's go, Theo. Let's go. Still going. Walcott drills it across the box, but Klosterman is there. Aubameyang finds Walcott. Walcott trying his best to get round Lucas Hernandez, and he does so. He puts it inside, but unfortunately no one's home. And there's the full-time whistle. Sadly, the game ends in a draw. Towards the end, my opponent came on strong and scored 2 goals. So I'm a bit disappointed to have essentially bottled a 2-0 lead. But to be fair, my opponent did dominate for most of the game. He kept all the possession well and did create plenty of chances, to be fair to him. Anyway, how was Theo Walcott in that game? He was pretty good, to be fair. Very effective on the break once again. Solid in front of goal, created some good chances, and also should have been credited with an assist because obviously he did set up Aubameyang's chance. Anyway, we've played a couple of games with this Walcott card now. The live games are done. I will play 1 or 2 more games with him off camera, but for you guys, that's the gameplay done. I'll see you in a second on the summary page. So after playing around with this Walcott card a bit more, what are my overall thoughts on it? Well, initially when I first saw the price of this Walcott card and I saw it was like 100 plus K, I thought that is massively overpriced. After using this card for a bit, I don't think that price is terrible. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think this card is great value for money, but I also don't think it's terrible value either after using this card because in front of goal for a winger, this item is pretty freaking good. So let's break this down, shall we? Walcott's pace, like, we don't need to talk about this in depth. In game, he's absolutely rapid. You'll have seen that in the clips, and you will have expected that just by looking at the card. When it comes to shooting, I thought for most part, for a wide player, this guy was pretty good. I thought his power shots were good, and his finishing inside the area for a winger was decent as well. He does only have a 3-star weak foot though, so you are limited to just shooting off of his stronger right foot because his left foot is crap. Like, there's no other way to put it. Do not shoot with his left foot, otherwise you will be disappointed 9 times out of 10. Passing wise, how was this guy? He was alright. He wasn't as good as his stats suggested for me. I felt like his passing was a bit inconsistent. Like, sometimes he'd put through a great through ball, he'd do a very good short pass, his cross would be decent, but other times they just wouldn't be great. Now, passing as a whole in FIFA 20 is very inconsistent, so that is also something to consider. Dribbling wise, really don't have any complaints, to be honest. This guy does occasionally take the heavy first touch, but that's going to happen if you're going to sprint with an attacking player a lot. But for most part, on the ball, he was very good. You'll have seen in the clips, this guy shows really good agility, really good balance on the ball, and at times, he actually protects the ball very well. And he's one of them players who, when he is dispossessed of the ball, he can win it back, and that is pleasing. Overall, very happy with this card's dribbling, and with him having such good dribbling and such high pace in game, when he's on the ball in space, he feels very freaking quick. He feels electric in game at times. Physically, in game, as you'd expect, the guy is pretty weak, and he does get knocked about quite a bit by strong fullbacks and most centre-backs, so you have got to try and avoid defenders as much as you can if possible. This guy's stamina of 76 on paper isn't ideal, but if I'm being honest, I didn't have many issues with his stamina in game, and I was using him quite a bit just to run down the wings, so although stamina on paper isn't great, I didn't have too many issues with it. Saying that, if I was playing in FUT Champs and I was going to extra time, I would probably look to sub him off. Aerially, this guy isn't the best, as you can imagine. I don't think he won a header for me, but that wasn't expected from a guy who is 5'9" and has pretty poor jumping. Positionally, this card was a bit hit and miss. Like, sometimes he'd make like a really good run in behind, but at others you'd have to like force him to get involved, and that was a bit of a shame really, because when this guy is making good runs, as you can imagine, he's very freaking effective with his pace. So if you're going to use this guy, I would definitely look to get the get in behind player instruction on him. So with all that being said, do I think this card is worth the 125 odd K you are going to have to pay to get it? To be honest, I don't think he's terrible value for money. I really don't. If you can afford to pick this card up at this stage of the game, I don't think this card is too bad. There aren't too many good right wingers in the Premier League, in my opinion, in FIFA. Ones that are like under 200k anyway. Obviously, you've got players like Salah, but he's obviously much more expensive than this card, and also you've got Sterling as well. I actually think this Theo Walcott card plays similar to Sterling in FIFA. So with that in mind, as I said, I don't think the price is too bad, especially when normal Raheem Sterling is about 150k. So if you can afford to pick up this Walcott card, I don't think you'll be too disappointed in it. But there is a big but. Is this card going to be that effective in a couple of months? And the answer to that question is probably no. So sinking like 100 plus K into an 85 rated untradeable at this stage of the game probably isn't the smartest of moves. So what I will say is, if you've got plenty of coins and you want to try out a new Premier League right winger, then go for it. But if you're tight on coins, if you don't have too many at this stage of the game, I wouldn't advise sinking them into this SBC. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 85 rated Flashback Walcott. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do remember to leave a like rating on it. Comment below your thoughts on this card and the SBC. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.